preseason non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, pitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff showing last year. He believes Oregon can take it all the way this season, and it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Oregon's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On the run, it's Hall. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think
might have a chance. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Levin. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Ready. No, 22. Go.
Looking for room. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting to throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped him.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. To the air, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Snags it and he's open. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Run in the red zone, it's Berry. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air, it's Levitt. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Motion from the back. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Levin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Moore with the play fake. Looking deep. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Check. Hey,
They want to run this quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws for the tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. A little screen to the running back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Might be changing the route.
Hey, move. Go.
Delayed handoff. It's Hill. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This will likely be the last play of the half. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Tar Heels coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dante Moore. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Moore, play action. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime. Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. LSU quick to the line.
Well, he threw a touchdown on the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are in the very next drive. First play, they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, take it. Ready, go.
Moore. Looking left. It's caught downfield. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good timing on the quick out. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Ready, go!
Moore with the play fake. On the move to his left. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Push down for the tackle.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
The corners are walked up tight. Fires to the middle. Caught by Wilson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. He's running free down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
And the returner is stopped. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught behind the line. It's Durham.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection.
a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, as you know, anytime Ohio State plays at Michigan, it can be really intense, and that's already something we've seen here in the pregame. You might remember teams shared the tunnel coming out onto the field, and I could see a little bit of a pregame scuffle, guys pushing, shoving, getting it mixed up. Already this rivalry game is turned up. The heat is on here at Michigan. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes.
Caught, and he's got just keeps moving. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
The Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Throwing, Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Here's the pressure. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Scrambling away. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Off the RPO, complete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Makes the grab and room to run. Pass to 10. Touchdown Wolverines. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Say it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, He's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Makes the catch. It's Roberts.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
First down for the offense.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
A little release to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll run it again. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch in stride inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Running the red zone. It's Marshall. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how to...
Got it! He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Running inside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Throw it, say it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's got it down the field. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down.
Here's a little room there. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Here's Julian saying to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun on third down, say it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. On target over the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Buckeye! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Play fake, Underwood. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Underwood. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And they're trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Say it. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen,